It's been a minute.
No, it has.
Right?
Too long.
Not too long.
Yeah.
I saw you at a show some time ago, not too long ago.
Yeah.
And what I love about you is that you actually go out and see other artists doing their thing, right?
I love doing that.
You love doing that?
I think
Why?
2023,
yeah.
I don't think I would have survived without doing that, you know? You know, I think I saw some good shows. Biko last year. Put Andile Nana, who I haven't seen in years. So
I haven't seen Andile Nana in years, and I missed him while he was around Gauteng somehow.
It was beautiful.
Was beautiful.
Yeah, fed me.
And he's a pianist, so you were you were in little heaven, I guess.
I was in heaven, big heaven.
Big heaven indeed. Thandi Ntuli, welcome to Radio 2000. This is the Drive Connection, and we are so excited to be hosting you and just finding out about your lifetimes and your music, of course.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Coming from this musical family that you come from, I mean, you had no other choice, I would imagine, but to just get into the music and just do what you do because you were fed it. You know, besides Nestam Nepalish. But the music was just a staple, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it definitely was. I mean, I remember Sundays, I don't know, somehow a memory I have of Sundays coming back from church. And there's always something playing, particularly like my father's taste in music. So music I remember hearing at home was Nina Simone, was hearing Ray Charles, Mamire Makeba and Brahu, like a lot of things. Wab Abdullah Ibrahim, Earl Klugh, you know, like that kind of stuff that our fathers loved and the elders loved. That music that kind of has the sound of the township for me. So that,
because if you're not hearing it at home, you're hearing it next door, back opposite, or something like
on
that,
a big speaker, blaring. Yeah, you're hearing it somewhere.
Of course.
And Saturdays are for like R&B. But yeah, so for me, music was always at home. My siblings have got a lot of very different tastes in music as well. And then, you know, there was my brothers with the hip hop, my sisters with the R&B and the soul, and then there was all that stuff. So I think coming from a big family who loves music, even when we come together, family gathering is Gyakulwa, and music is just in our DNA.
There's an uncle of yours, Thandi Ntuli, who used to be part and parcel of the collective Yarar. Oh, Begapis Lapano Hot Sticks.
Begapis.
And you know what was his instrument? Thandi Ntuli, you say?
Yes. He played keys and guitar and sang synths. So I followed a bit in those footsteps, except for the guitar.
Right.
That one kills me. It hurts my fingers.
But I'm sure you can dabble a little bit.
I try, but my fingers are just like, because piano doesn't hurt your fingers as much as the guitar.
Did Uncle Selby ever tell you why they dressed the way they did, Guharare, as a collective?
Unfortunately, he passed in the late 70s, so I never met him.
You never met him.
But I always
must have told a family member why they had. I used to love.
It was the 70s.
Oh yeah. The platforms and you know.
It was the 70s. I think that was the way people were dressing at that time. If you look at bands like Earth, Wind and Fire, that was the look. And then obviously adding the black consciousness with the Afro flair to the things that they were doing. So,
but then your aunt as well was a classical musician. And that's where you actually sort of started as well, and you veered off into jazz. Just take us through your aunt's accomplishments and you know, how it became a point where you started on classical as well.
So my aunt as well unfortunately passed quite young. She passed.
May they rest in peace, man.
I got her name, so Thandi. I'm named after her. Yes, Thandi. And what I know is that she studied at University of Zululand with Umam Spongile Kumalo. So they used to sing duets kakolo together, and these stories make me sad because at the same time, you're inspired by them and the memory of them, but you're like, I wish she was alive. I would have loved to see her performing with Mam Spongile together, because they were like best of buddies.
Best of friends. And when you started now taking this seriously, you'd heard all of these sounds. Was it your own choice to say, okay, this is my natural progression as a child, I want to get into this? Or was it something you were pushed towards within the family?
It was definitely my mother. I think my mother loved the instrument, the piano, so she just put me in there.
Pushed you.
Yeah, she put me in there. And then my father does play piano, and maybe that's how Umchamile, I don't know. I don't know, maybe.
It's possible.
Yeah. Musicians are dangerous.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
But he's not like a professional musician. So I think my mom just loved the instrument, and she wanted somebody to play. And I was the last born who was able to start much younger.
Yes.
So the others started and they stopped because they started a bit too late.
Yes.
And then I started much younger. So that's how she got me into it. It was really like so much dedication from her in terms of taking me to this and that and everywhere. But it's something that to this day, I'm very grateful for, because I think beyond just music, there's so much that you learn as a child from the discipline of practicing and working towards learning a musical piece.
Yeah, no, it's a journey, I guess. It's a journey.
Thandi, I listen to music of South African women, African women, in a sacrilegious way, and to a point I call it the audio scroll, Nkohla. What chapter do you feel you want to add? What story do you want to talk about in the scroll of South African music?
Oh, I love that question. I think the story I want to talk about, or let me rather
let's say the chapter of Thandi Ntuli in the scroll of music.
The chapter
what is it about?
Of Thandi, maybe the first thing to answer is the artists that I look up to are artists that, because we've got great artists in this country, many. The artists I look up to the most are those who are not only gifted and talented and work on their craft, but they have some kind of a social conscious in terms of what they told me. So I want to add to the story because we are here now, Abanya Baseko. So I do want to share some of my perspectives in terms of that. I also think that our generation is not that we are the first, but it's becoming a lot more mainstream to see women who are also holding instruments. Bebakona back in the day, but they didn't get as much limelight as we are able to get now, and to be able to contribute to that narrative, Yoguti. African women are not only just singers, we also write, and we're also producers. And I know that those who have been known as singers as well are also producers. There's people like, I know Osimpiwe Dana also does a lot of her own production. So, but a lot of people don't know that side of them.
And you do your own production?
Yes,
as well.
I do.
Yeah.
So I love the idea of having women being known in their totality in terms of the things that they contribute, because a lot of women are not just doing one thing; they're doing many things, but they get celebrated for one, which is not a problem. But I think it's nice to expand the view, because then young girls can know that I can be a producer one day.
Exactly.
Or, I can be a sound engineer. I can be a songwriter. You know what I mean? And that's important for the variety.
She's right here, Thandi Ntuli, within the catch-up session on the Drive Connection. You want to reach out and touch her, perhaps a question you'd like to put through to her, 086,02479 or 060-584-2250. Can I play something new?
Yes.
How about this? Ingoma
Gampu. Yes.
This is Noma Yoyo, Thandi Ntuli from the brand new offering. That's the album Rainbow Revisited. You're on 2000. It's a beautiful song, Thandi Ntuli. Ingoma kamkhulu noma yoyo. Kwangathi ukhihle sikanandi sililo kuhle kwengane ikhalela iphalish nje. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You were telling me more about the song off the air.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Nkohla, he used to write songs. Also, someone I didn't meet, but he used to write songs. He was a school principal.
Yeah.
And then as Zinga, he used to teach them to the children at school. So they were very like cute little songs.
Yes.
And then others were a bit more serious choral music. And though he wasn't a musician himself, he really, really loved seeing people have music, and he encouraged everybody to play. I have a picture with him playing violin, and then my two uncles, one is on guitar, one's playing piano. And I just think that's beautiful, because for me, I don't have a connection, you know, abantu baphume emakaya, maybe Limpopo or Eastern Cape, they're always like, where's your lali? And I'm like, hey, my lali is Joburg.
It's yours, yeah?
You know, but I think it's been a way for me to find my sense of what my heritage is, because living in urban Joburg, you don't have much ability to create heritage around your life.
I mean, it's almost a treasure trove of memories and material.
For sure.
You know, from the places and spaces from grandpa where they were at.
Yes, exactly.
Surely, you know, there is a plan to put that together somehow, not with just the music, but just get more out there.
Absolutely, there is. There's a lot of very beautiful songs, like you know, songs that I'm told that they used to also sing ulama choir competitions and those things. So I would love to put that out, because I think it's just also for me, I think it's something I like to speak about, is our heritage is very important as young people, and we need to explore what makes up our heritage. It's not always just the straightforward things that we see, and then you don't connect with it, so you think you don't have heritage.
Indeed.
But yeah.
It's just gone 1:30 the hour with Thandi Ntuli, and of course if you'd like to just have a conversation and possibly say hello. You may be a fan of her music and have followed her since her first offering, which was The Offering. Up till now. Feel free to just dial us in on 086-2479 or 060-584-2250. That is our voice note number. For now, though, let's catch up with the headlines. Ondel.
SABC News. Independent and impartial.
Thank you, Paul. In the news headlines on Radio 2000, Police Minister Bheki Cele has committed to ensure that perpetrators responsible for the taxi violence shooting that claimed the lives of 6 people in Port St. John's in the Eastern Cape are arrested. The Independent Electoral Commission says 3 South African missions are closed. These are Israel, Sudan and Ukraine, and registrations for citizens abroad will not take place in these countries. SARS says that individuals and trusts that failed to submit their tax returns for the year 2023 will incur penalties and interest. A full update follows at the top of the hour.
Radio 2000 Sports.
Good afternoon. In your sport, let's dive into the AFCON, of course, focusing on Bafana for now, as he celebrated his 27th birthday by helping Bafana qualify for the round of 16 at the AFCON yesterday. Midfield kingpin Tebogo Mokoena has spoken about the difficulties they had to endure for these results. Mokoena spoke to SABC Sport in the post-match mixed zone at Stade Amadou on Koulibaly and Kohogo, Cote d'Ivoire, following their goalless draw against Tunisia.
Yeah, no, today I think even when I woke up in the morning, I woke up so tired. But I was like, we have to fight for this game so that we can go to the next round. So, and I think everyone from the bench and the ones who started the game, they've put in the shift.
They really did. With the last 16 fixture against Morocco confirmed for next Tuesday in San Pedro, Mokoena says they are ready to face any opponents in the tournament.
My wish? Yes. No, I don't make a wish. I don't make wishes. I think we just need to work hard, take it one step at a time. Yeah, man. Only God knows.
Ready to meet anyone?
I'm sure he says they're ready to meet anyone. They're speaking to our colleague Belile Mnyandu, who's out at the Ivory Coast. This qualification, though, has also come at a cost. The reliable and resourceful right back Khuliso Mudau is reported to be badly injured in his knee after he was substituted at half-time against Tunisia yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know. We have to wait till tomorrow. The fact that Khuliso was to go out is not a good sign. It's his ankle, so we will see tomorrow and make a good analysis of his injury.
So we'll keep you posted on any updates where Khuliso Mudau is concerned. But we're also reflecting on the group stages of the AFCON 2023, all the upsets, all the shocks that we've seen, and all the money that you've lost when you were betting for the teams that you thought would win. And these are some of the voice notes that came through.
Hi, Pele Pele. Hey, Sanalam.
Hi, Sanalam.
I wish that Bafana can give each other an opportunity in terms of playing as a team, not as playing as an individual. Because as I see it, people want to score and not looking at how best can they have this score. Because last night when I was watching the match, I saw one guy on the other corner. He was on his own, but the other one wants to shoot. But that did not even assist. So if they can look at each other as a team.
Hugo Bruce, here's an assistant. I mean, come on now.
I want to know about I'm enjoying the AFCON, Kakhulu, especially as Bafana is doing like this. So it's better as South Africans we talk about this like this, because like if we keep quiet, our team is keep on be chow.
Thank you, Andile. One more.
Lonwbo. Yaphila nkosazana.
Mphilila khona.
Ngele lapho nenkabi yami umnisi wemvula. Eshe nkabi. Eshe lendawo lapho wayize.
Shwele.
Mina ngithi hayi. Ngilindile iMorocco. Baqale basabisa ngeTunisia, kuthiwa hayi Tunisia. Kanti basabisa ngenyoka kade ayifela. So nje anginalivalo mina sokuvuka nje kancane bafethu. Hayi sozosifike le esicongweni.
Ne?
Angibesaba beze. Uvuka sipanela mina. Sure.
Thank you so much for this. Kaspanela. Of course, Bafana in action on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Right. But we'll continue building up to this big clash. Thank you so much for these voice notes. Radio 2000 Sport. I am Lonwbo Nkohla.
Checking on traffic, and Irma G has got the latest. Irma.
Radio 2000 traffic.
Good afternoon. Starting off in Gauteng, the R21 southbound in Boksburg has a crash before the N12 highway. The N1 northbound in Roodepoort is queuing on the off-ramp to Gordon Road. The N12 westbound in Oakdean has a stationary vehicle just after the R59 Reading interchange. That's causing delays. Gordon Road in Florida North is queuing at the N1 highway. And on the N14 southbound in Centurion, a fatal pedestrian crash reported just after Jean Avenue exit, causing some heavy delays. In KZN, the M7 St. John's Avenue is slow moving through Pinetown. Chris Hani Road westbound is slow moving, that's at the N2 highway, and the N3 in both directions has roadworks reported with traffic restrictions in the Camperdown area. In Cape Town, the N1 outbound has delays through Brackenfell. The N7 southbound has delays through Epping. Main Road northbound is queuing through Muizenberg, and Main Road northbound is queuing between Fishhook and Cork Bay. With your traffic update, I'm Irma G.
Sanibonani, this is Zoe Muteja, intokazi yaseMgungundlovu, umzukulu kaNomthandazo. I am so honored, I'm so grateful for this moment to be able to celebrate and shout out the name that is Thandi Ntuli from the mountain tops of these airways. I have been such a keen admirer on Thandi, being the incredible pianist, composer, writer, thinker, singer, storyteller of our times. We've been able to enjoy such beautiful music, and this music has been so healing, so honest, so transformative, so vulnerable, and it is also just a show off of the person that Thandi is. I met Thandi on a bus to Johannesburg.
Wow, a bus.
And it was after I had been told some of the most beautiful things from so many people. And one being Uvuyo Sotashe, who's another incredible vocalist, that I was so excited, almost starstruck to meet her on the bus. But she was so warm, so kind, so unexpectedly welcoming and just beautiful. And I always admired her, and to have been able to even ask her to be a part of the very important parts of my recording artist life, from going to sing at interviews, radio interviews, to being able to do performances and share stages. She was always just graceful and really didn't think too much of herself, you know. And that really is just very typical of Thandi. And truly it extends beyond the music, because outside of that, she really got me so interested and gave me such a lifeline in the practice that is yoga, as well as in another incredible book that has really changed and a perspective that I have on life and navigating life. So, you know, Thandi, the way that people see you and the way that people love your music and the way that people make memories to your music really just speaks to the nature of the person that you are. It's been so funny, so incredible to know you, and it's such an honor to celebrate you like this today. You are loved. Saktanda o. May you just continue being the beautiful, authentic, warm person that you are, and we are excited to hear what's in your heart, what's on your mind, and what's in the music. Love you so much, Mama.
Uyathandwa.
Why ufuna ungikhalisa? Hayibo, ama-camera khona ngifuna ukuthi silile apha.
Lilani bafundi.
Guys, that's so beautiful.
How beautiful was that?
Jeepers.
Zoe Muteja.
Yeah,
and I guess you guys have just, you know, you've journeyed, isn't it? From the first encounter on the bus.
I remember meeting her on the bus, because it was like, you know, Cape Town, Joburg, when you're studying and times are tough, you take Inter-Cape.
Yes.
And she was sitting next to me. People were talking about me. I was also hearing about this singer, Zoe.
Yes.
So I'm like, yo. And so, in fact, when she introduced herself, she was Balisa.
Oh, she was Balisa then.
Hey, Gati, yo, nang lo muntu, epasin. Oh wow, so beautiful. Serendipitous, but it's beautiful, you know, like this was one of those people that I always just knew that lo usazos, words that we cannot say on air, but usazos bonisa.
Yeah.
Bonisa. I like how you quickly thought of something to replace that.
Yes, you have to be fast.
No, but in my head I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, we got it.
Even the listeners know, they know.
Aviwa, you're out in Gqeberha. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Thandi Ntuli is here.
Hi guys. How are you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
Good.
Hi, Sister Njani.
Ngiyafila njani futhi?
Ngiyaphila. I'm like, I don't know how many fans are out there. Probably like maybe one of your biggest fans. I love your work. I love everything about your creativity and like just your heart that you put on music.
Thank you.
Yo, so crazy. I experienced your music first time in like 2018 when you dropped Exiled, and life has changed for me since then.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's really what I wanted to send out, just to say I appreciate that. All the offerings, even the first offering, has been incredible. Just going back and just listening to everything that came out after that, and it's been really amazing just to experience that. It's within this lifetime, you know.
Thank you so much, and thank you for using your airtime to say that. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
All right, there you go. That is Aviwa out in Gqeberha. I remember this one. Cosmic light. Beautiful. Thandi Ntuli, everybody. Radio 2000 Our Music, your memories will continue. Especially ngola nje naye. Nje, yabo. Thandi Ntuli. You know, at some point I looked at her in the eye and I said, Thandi, niyobulawa ijazz, yes? And she laughed.
I'm still laughing.
This is beautiful Cosmic Light, Radio 2000, our music, your memories. It is the music of Thandi Ntuli as we look into a life and music journey. Indaba, my children, just hearing this, how, you know, the scope just opens up, you know, into messing about with other sounds, but, you know, the nest is still jazz. I think you guys did so exceptionally well with Indaba which was a collaborative album coming out of that Brownswood label in England. Tell me about that and the experience, Thandi.
Oh man, you know, Usi Mthembu, who was the co-producer. Well, I was the co-producer. He's really like a visionary in that regard, and I always tell him this because he and you know, the Brother Moves On. If you've watched them live, they like to bring on different artists, young artists, and I've been one of those artists that have featured with the Brother Moves On.
Yes.
So he took this idea that he's always had in terms of how the Brother Moves On has worked and thought of it in terms of an album compilation, because there's so much here. You know, when we were offline, we were talking about the fact that there's so much going on in South Africa, like so much talent
and beautiful talent.
Beautiful talent. Very, very also rooted and grounded. It almost, for me, it reminds me of American jazz, like 50s, 60s, like where you're like, what's going on? You know what I mean? I feel that way about what's happening in South Africa right now. So I really enjoyed that project because it also gave us an opportunity to engage with other people's art in a different way, not just in terms of on stage, but you also get to hear how people think about things, how their processes are. And I mean, you're learning, you know, when you're in a community setup, you're learning.
It was a beautiful project. We've got a voice note. Let's hear what
1, 2, 3 Radio 2000.
You're here.
Thandi Ntuli. Akuthanda thina sisi umculo wakho uyabusisa usiya connecta. Ngiyaqala ukukhonjwa ngelenye out yami yakwaNdebele uwaKaNtuli isibongo sakhe. So nengoma kaMkhulu leli bayicetha kuyidlala nyalo no isenda sijule thina labathanza kujula. So keep it up, busisa utithobe, give us good music, give us yourself. I'm going straight to follow you in the show in all the socials.
That's all.
My name is Roger Ngosi from Nelspruit. Thank you.
Nelspruit and sport teachers will get vaga. Nuggets.
Hi, Lonwbo. How are you?
I think this one is for the football.
No problem. My point of view regarding the group stages.
It's a soccer one, that one. All right. You're out and about this weekend, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Tell us what you're up to.
So, 27th, and now they've added a new date, 28th. I'm at Untitled.
You're doing 2 days?
2 days now. Hey. They added another one.
That's wonderful.
What January? Huh? Wow. I'm really in awe. But we're going to be performing the album that's just been released, Rainbow Revisited, which is really like an improvisatory album. You have to think when you say big words. And so joining me is going to be Shane Cooper, who's a beautiful bass player, and just I love how he thinks about music. So we were recently on tour, and for the first time I actually got to experience hearing him play in a very stripped down setup, and I was like, you
loved it.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
So we're performing, we're mixing a whole lot of things, but it's in celebration of the new release. It's
just you and Shane.
Just me and Shane
on stage.
Yeah.
Piano and bass.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Untitled Basement, Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
That is tomorrow.
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and
Sunday.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday.
Thandi Ntuli, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's your first visit since I've been here, actually.
know.
Right? So it's very special.
Thank you very much.
It's very special. The album is out?
Yes, the album's out. The vinyl's at different stores around the country.
Yes.
CDs you can DM and order.
Right. Rainbow Revisited, it's called.
Yes.
And Rogers wants to follow you on social media. So please, those handles.
Yes. Yeah. So I am I'm not on TikTok, guys. So
why not?
It's just too fast for me. I just, sometimes just be like, it's actually age group. Yeah, I'm learning. But maybe I'll get there this year. On Instagram, I'm Thandi_Ntuli. And then on Facebook, Thandi Ntuli Artist. And then Twitter @Thandi Ntuli.
All right, so you get to choose what we take you home with. Inkululeko noma izibongo. Ufuna yiphi? Choose my curtain.
Izibongo ngoba ngiyabonga.
Thandi siyabonga.
Bonga
2000. And that's our show, folks. Have a good evening.
Which means which means be proud of kind of like the tribe of who you are, but it's beyond your tribe. It just means that it means be proud of who you are.